Okay, I hope that you can hear me. It is currently 5 o'clock here in California. This is the first video that I'm making for you, my family, and maybe some friends. So far it's been a pretty interesting trip. I drove down here over the course of about 5 days. Um, and the view was pretty neat. It was mostly farmland and mostly cattle ranching, I think it was. So it wasn't too much to look at. And once I got down here, unfortunately, the farm that I was going to wolf at couldn't host me at that time because there was a snowstorm. So in the interim, since I got here, I've been kind of floating around and really just taking in the views and getting some reading done. And so it's been a pretty good experience so far. Today I wanted to go to the Sutur Butte mountain range. Unfortunately, there was no way for me to get to the mountain range because the entire area encompassing the surrounding land was private property. And so I talked to one of the residents there. I think he was a farmer, and he said that they do scheduled hikes up there every so often. And so if I'm in the area, I might look into that, but I was unable to go to that mountain range that I wanted to. Outside of that, I have been doing some reading. I just finished The Five Rings by Miyamoto Musashi, and I really enjoyed it. It was about strategy and the art of using a sword, and he thought that you could expand upon strategy from the sword to apply it to general everyday life. And I thought that that was interesting. And today I just started a book called Botany in a Day. And it's a book specifically to help people get used to the idea of identifying plants. And so I'm just getting through some of the basic groundwork in the book. I've only gotten a few pages in, and it's talked about the history of taxonomy, how it's just used to identify plants from a, how do I describe it? You identify the plants based off of its structures, and there's a few specific orders that he's going to talk about in the book, specifically orders like parsley, mints, roses, and a few other ones. So I'm pretty excited about that. I did learn today that lichen is actually a mix of fungus and algae. And so the algae photosynthesizes and makes sugar, and the fungus in the lichen provide the structure and some protection to the algae. And they work pretty well together. And so each one can live alone by themselves, but when they both exist at the same time in the same area, there's a chance that lichen manifests. And so I really enjoyed that, learning about that too. And so this is just an update, and I hope that y'all are doing well at home, and enjoy yourselves. And I promise that I will continue to be safe and to continue to study hard.